In this example, we're asked to find out how long will it take for prices in the economy to double at 9% annual inflation rate compounded continuously. All right, so let's take a look at our PERT formula because we definitely are going to use the PERT. Notice here you see it says compound continuously. Anytime you see that, you're going to use that formula. All right, so let's see the information we are given. Let's say we're given a rate of 9%. So we're going to turn that into a decimal, move it 2 places to the left, which is going to give us 0.09. Let's put in our values for A and P. Well, P is what it presently is, so we're going to leave that there. And we want to know when it will double. So our future, instead of A, we're going to remove A. If P is what it is right now, in the future, to double it will be twice P. So when you double something, it's twice. Okay, so in this particular equation, you're going to, instead of the future amount, instead of having a value there, you're going to have just 2p because it's going to be twice of what it originally was. All right, so give me a moment to erase my screen and we'll go ahead and begin solving it. So we're going to plug everything in. It's going to look like so. So again, this is an exponential equation that we want to solve. So the first step in solving an exponential equation here, well, we want to know how long it takes. So we want to solve for t. So what we have to do is kind of peel away at these layers and to get to t. So what's the first layer that you're going to have to peel back is getting rid of the p. Okay, how do we get rid of the p? Well, right now it's being multiplied or sandwiched with the number e. So when this is multiplication, so when you want to get rid of something, you have to do the very opposite. The opposite of multiplication is divide. Divide by what? Well, you want to divide by what you want to get rid of. In this case, you divide by p. Remember the rules of equations. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. So now the p is gone, and again we are peeling away at those layers. And again, if I lost you on that step there, let's just show you. If I divide the right side by p, I must also divide the left side by p. And so these p's cancel out. And what you're left with to the left is just 2. What you're left with on the right is e raised to the 0.09t. Okay, so that explains that. All right, let me go ahead and erase my screen and we will continue. What is my next step to solving this exponential equation? That's correct. We want to get rid of e because we're peeling away at these layers trying to get to t. So how do I get rid of e? Yes, do the opposite operation. Take the natural log of each side. So let's go ahead and do that. Because they cancel each other out. And what you're left with on the right side is 0.09t. Okay, we're almost done. All you have is one last step to solve for t. What are you going to do? Hint, 0.09 is sandwiched with t, which means they're being multiplied. So you have to do the opposite operation, which is divide. Divide by what? Yes, divide by 0.09. And you know what the rules of equation says. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Take your calculator out and type in the natural log of 2 divided by 0.09. And what you should get, rounded to the nearest year, is it will take about 8 years for prices to double at that rate.